Check this.
Hello, this is Socially Triggered, and this video is going to be about South Africa and Vicki Momberg. And I kind of want to explain a story so that people can understand freedom of speech at a child level. So I was telling the story to my children, actually, about Vicki Momberg, and I said, oh, you know, she said really mean things, and she said it a whole bunch of times. And as a result, she offended those people, and she had to go to jail. So I was saying, like, you know, to my children, hey, what if you called your sister a bad name? Or you called your brother a bad name? If you did that once, should you go to jail? And they were like, no, of course you can't go to jail if you call your sister a bad name. But what if you did it twice? And what if you did it 3 times? What if you did it 50 times? And still they said, no, of course you shouldn't go to jail. So this is children. My children are under 10. So they understood that calling somebody a bad name shouldn't result in them going to jail. So I said, what if you called them 100 times or 1,000 times a bad name? And they said, no, of course not. But that's what had happened. What happened in South Africa is that she called somebody a bad name many, many times. And she was mean. I don't think she was being very nice. But at the end of the day, all she said was a bad name, calling somebody a bad name. Now, I can't think of anybody that I've ever met who has never insulted somebody else, who's never called somebody else a bad name. And if you, listener, have ever gone through life without ever saying something bad about somebody else, calling them a bad name, calling them something mean, then you should be on the side of freedom of speech and being able to be offensive. Because if you do call somebody a bad name, sure, you're mad at them. You mean it with full intent to hurt their feelings, full intent to make them feel bad. That's why we use mean words. We intend to offend. And I don't believe that any one word is any more offensive than the other. It's really the intent behind it. So if I call you a poo-poo head, just kind of like a childish name to call somebody. But if you're a child, well, that could be very offensive. You know, I'm going to call everybody in South Africa a poo-poo head. So everybody in South Africa, you're a poo-poo head. And if that's offensive, so be it. But I shouldn't go to jail for that. Nobody should go to jail for being offensive, for just calling people names. Because we do get angry. We do get upset. And sometimes we're at a loss for words and we use bad language. But who is going to be the arbiter of what is a worse thing? Is a poo-poo head worse than calling somebody a slut or calling somebody some racial term? What determines what word is any more offensive than another? It's really the intent, right? Well, if I intend poo-poo head as a really offensive thing, I really feel very poo-poo headish about everybody in South Africa. And I mean that in the most negative way that it can be made. Does it make it something that I should go to jail for? So the question is, when is a word so offensive that it's worthy of going to jail for? And I believe that there is no time when a word is that offensive. Because just as I have the right or the freedom to be offensive, you have every right not to listen. Now, with that said, I hope you're listening, and I hope you understand what I'm getting at. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. And that's the whole point of this video. And it's a lesson that they must learn in South Africa, or they will continue to be poo-poo heads in my mind. Because they shouldn't sentence people to jail for 3 years for calling somebody else a name. And if that's the level that they're at in their society, then they're just a bunch of poo-poo heads. Because they haven't learned a thing about freedom of speech and about being able to offend and being able to tune out those who offend us. Grow a thick skin and let's move forward in society and stop acting like a bunch of children. This has been Socially Triggered. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment. I'd love to hear your insults. and whether or not somebody should go to jail for those insults. Thank you. Bye.